everyone. Lovely to see you again. Bit of a sort of more serious subject to talk to you about today. Scams and fraud and stuff. It's been in the news a lot more. You know, when you were a kid, the naughtiest thing that people did was the thievery was pinching something from the pick and mix Woolworths or whatever, and it felt like it was very impersonal, didn't it? But now it seems it's really personal because people direct these scams at vulnerable people, or should I say, they'll blanket send out a text and the vulnerable will fall for it. Have you seen this one? Hey mum, this is my new number.
Yes.
Sorry, I've lost my phone. I'm
Yes.
using my friend. Save this one for now, and then I'll get you to ping me some money or something so I can get a cab. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've been an idiot. I've lost my wallet. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now that's
terrible.
I've got 6 kids, and all of mine would do something like that. And
So you would believe it, but
Well,
you wouldn't. You would expect to speak to your
you'd-
child
immediately.
rather than
I'd ring the number.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people, and then you get a text back saying, "Can't talk at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just here with
with them
the policeman or
yes.
something.
Yeah, they do.
I'll call you back later, but can you text some money to this number on Revolut
Yeah.
or something so I
Yes.
can get a cab home?"
Yeah.
That kind of thing. What mum isn't going to go, "Oh yeah, here's."
Of
But
course.
no, I'm.
Of course. So on
Yeah.
this morning, the other day, a lot of people, you know, Martin Lewis, who's
he's very good
Who's
at
the
it.
face of
The
being
money
able to-
guru.
who's been able to advise us all, isn't he?
Yeah.
And giving us the right advice about all of our money situations. A lot of the scammers are using Martin Lewis's his image. In order to scam people,
awful.
but he's been related to a lot of Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin. And of course, the minute you see Bitcoin and perhaps the face of Martin Lewis, first of all, you trust Martin Lewis,
Yeah.
and then you also think, wow, Bitcoin, everybody's making thousands by Bitcoin. So you've got a double whammy there, the Bitcoin word and Martin
His
Lewis's
image.
picture, when
Yeah.
actually it's got nothing to do with Bitcoin. Martin Lewis has not put his name to any of this, and people are being conned at their money. They're starting off with small amounts, so they're saying, oh, transfer €250, pounds, whatever, into this account. We'll set up you a wallet. We can see how your Bitcoin's going. That's fine. So they're sending 250.
Well, they hook you in, don't they? Because they make it seem like you're
Yes.
improving, your value's going up.
Yeah.
And then
People
you've
have been
got
scammed
returns.
thousands and
Yeah.
thousands, Dawn, on this by using a figure, you know, somebody who we trust, like
Yeah.
him. So they're using his image
That's just
to reel
stealing.
people in.
Stealing from
It's-
vulnerable people. It's terrible.
dreadful, and I think especially now as well, people are trying to find ways of making some extra money, aren't
Yeah.
they? Because of times are hard. But I just, funny enough, another story that came about as well was a lady who'd been scammed by a gentleman and got into a relationship with him. He'd pretended to be a fireman, ended up, you know, living with her for 2 years, but the whole thing was a complete lie. He wasn't a fireman. They then had a baby, then planned to get married, and it was all a lie. He already had a wife and other children in another house. So he was leading this double life. His name wasn't even his name. So he's living with this woman for 2 years, had a baby with her, was planning to get married, but actually wasn't
terrible.
planning to get married. He even went to the extreme of getting a fireman's costume and coming in smelling of smoke. And yet he wasn't a fireman. So he would work his shifts. So he would say to her, oh, I'm on nights or whatever, and obviously go back to his other wife and children. I mean, how have these men even got the time to even think about doing all this? I
God, why
don't
would
know.
you want 2 wives, let alone 1?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, would you want 2 husbands?
No,
No,
can't think of
having
anything
one's
worse.
bad enough.
But it's amazing, isn't it, how many people are scammed? And I mean, I think we've touched upon this again, where I get messages every day, and most women do,
We
I
do.
think, all over the world, don't they? Of somebody who's dressed as a surgeon, and
Or a soldier.
a soldier or a surgeon, or they're a surgeon
In Afghanistan.
I mean, we're so bored with that story, all of you men that are using that. Try and think of something a bit more original. But unfortunately, some women are falling for it, aren't they? And they say, oh, I need you to send me some money so that I can get back to see you.
And get a
stuff
visa
like
and
that.
get this and get that. People
Yeah.
do. They send thousands and thousands.
I mean, I'm lucky because I haven't got the money to send, so I suppose...
It's never going to be scammed.
No,
But
maybe I
people
would have
do.
sent it if I'd had the
People
money.
do. You know, I know someone that was caught and handed over, I think it was 5,000. They said that there was a sting operation going on at the bank, you know, can you help us out by doing this and doing that? And they fell for it.
Oh no.
And I just feel so sorry for
honestly,
them.
to be honest, I'm quite naive and a bit stupid. So I can see someone like me, and actually my mother, I think my mother got caught up in a scam once. And I think we just managed to intercept this scam just before she handed over 10,000. But she was I'm a bit like her. She was a bit ditzy and a bit, you know, she trusted what anybody was saying. But I think this was before the internet, actually. So I think this was like on the phone, on your normal landline, you know, picking up the phone and going, oh yeah, right, just transferred £10,000 to you. But I think with the internet, it's got worse, hasn't it? The scams have got a lot worse with the internet, because it makes it so easy. It makes it so easy for people to be able to transfer money.
You know, it's awful. I know some people have lost about 300,000 on a scam
God,
like that.
Wow.
Another person that's lost about 20,000, and none of them I would say were stupid people.
No, of course not. It's just that they're very clever.
Another one on a fake auction site, and
oh no,
it's sad.
It's really sad, because for some people, and you hear it a lot with the elderly, don't you? Especially like people knocking on the door and pretending to be somebody from the water board or electricity board.
They'd let
come
them
in the house, and then the old lady goes off to make them a cup of tea. And that would be me. I'd be doing that. Go and have a cup of tea. Well, in fact, funny enough, this did used to happen to me. So I can remember I used to do you remember the young lads that used to go around selling stuff in there? They'd have a big box of like dusters and things like this. I'd let them all in. I'd buy everything from them. My husband would get home from work and he'd go, what have you got now? And I've got like about 1 million bloody dusters and stuff like that, because
that's the problem, isn't it? And now we settle from we're in the realms of we mistrust, and people have to build up the trust before you actually let them in. And it's really awful, tarring everyone with the same brush.
It is.
But yes, you're right, since the internet it's got worse. I know an old couple who I went to see them, and I got there and he was on the phone about to pay £300 to let this man in India put some protection on his Microsoft stuff on his keyboard.
Oh gosh, yes, that's
and
happened
he had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
We had when I was with my second husband, my husband was on the laptop, and suddenly the laptop went all funny. We couldn't do anything. So he was like, somebody then messaged him to say, seems to be a virus in your laptop. If you if you pay £250 now, I'll clear it. So my husband's about to do that, and I was a little bit, believe it or not, I was a bit more keyed up. So he's on there, he's going, where's my card? I don't know what's happened to the laptop, but that was because he wasn't very IT savvy, where I was a little bit more. I'm going, whoa, like in slow motion, whoa, what are you doing? Like, and he was just about to pay £250. I said, turn the laptop off. That's what you got to do, turn the laptop off. That's it, that's a scam.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
He was a policeman. There you go, you see. So even he didn't notice that was fraud.
I just think it's wicked. As I say, you know, nicking a sweetie, stealing is stealing, but pinching a sweetie from Woolies is one thing. But actually, deliberately sending out a blanket email or a blanket text to say 1,000 people, knowing that you're probably going to get 2 are going to fall for it.
You know, it's
That's
awful, isn't
awful.
it? I hope when these people are caught, because we know that there are people, you know, the crime teams all over the country do look into this, don't they? They don't take it lightly, of course not, that they're looking into these people. I hope that they're really, you know, their sentence or whatever is a lot, because I just think it's terrible what they do.
They're taking people's life savings off them like that.
Honest to God, I just think it's awful.
So just be careful, be really, really careful. If you think it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is.
It generally is, isn't it?
And if you're not sure about something, just say, I'm just going to speak to my son first, or my husband, or a bit misogynistic, but just I'm going to speak to my husband first and just see what you think. I mean,
because nobody would ask for money over the phone, would they? Nobody would say, you've got to transfer me this, or
pretend you're a bank and ask for your PIN and stuff. That awful scam. I saw it on one of these early morning TV programs. So the girl's on the phone because there's a problem with her card, so someone's phoned her and said, your card has been blocked, please contact your bank, please call this. So she's phoned this number. The woman's gone through all the security questions with her, and then she said, right, we need these numbers from your special PIN. please don't tell me all 4 numbers. All I want is the first number and the third number. And then the line goes crackly. The lady says it, and then in this end of the phone, it sounds like the line's gone
I saw
crackly.
that.
But what it's not, she says, okay, can we try that again? Can you please give me the third and the fourth number? Now, you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Obviously.
All 4 numbers are given away,
Yeah.
aren't they?
And that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You're stuffed.
Do you know what? I think it's a lot easier if you haven't got any money in the bank.
It's
Then
great.
they can't take it, can
If
they?
you're poor, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I'm summing up this. Is
They're gonna
spend
stay
your money,
poor.
don't have any in the bank, and then they
Stay
can't.
poor.
These scammers can't take it, can they?
Spend it, yeah.
Spend
Sex,
it.
drugs, and rock and roll.
Oh, I love
Every
that.
day of the week.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Dawn.
okay.
Okay, come on.
We'll
Off we
do
go
that.
then.
Bye. We'll see you again soon.